Hey, should I take a solar panel with me when I'm backpacking? Stick around. I've learned a few things over the past few years. I'll tell it to you for free. So solar power is a legitimate source of energy, right? I have it on my house. It consumes about 90% of my usage yearly. I have it on a water pump for my gardens. I even take one out in my yard that I charge up a little battery that I use to charge my phones all the time. I rarely plug my phone in my house. So, solar energy legitimate? Of course it is. But what about for backpacking? Now here's 5 things that you should think about before you go out and buy a solar panel for backpacking.
And here we go!
Number 1, take a look at the number of devices and the usage of those devices that you'll be needing on the trail. So you have your phone, right? You have maybe a battery pack, maybe you have a GPS device, maybe you have a headlamp or an air pump.
Is that for real?
If your usage of any of those things is pretty high, you're going to need a source to charge them. Number 2, what opportunities do you have for recharging those devices? Are there towns nearby the trail where you're going to be going? Number 3, are you in a hurry when you're on the trail? Say, do you have time to stop into town for 3 to 6 hours to charge your batteries or your phones? Number 4, just consider how solar panels work. So you're going to need exposure to the sun with the right kind of angle. The efficiency of solar panels depends on how much full and direct sunlight it gets and the angle that it is to the sun. So limited sun exposure means limited efficiency in the solar panels. So if you're going to be at a place that's shaded, not so great for solar panels. And number 5, consider the weight. Now there is a common misconception that solar panels weigh a lot to take with you on the trail. The system that I have set up is 3.3 ounces heavier than taking a large battery.
Whoa.
And I'll tell you about that in the next video when I show you a little bit about what I'm taking with me this summer. Okay, so now you've decided that you want to take a solar panel with you.
Yes!
So here's a few things that you should consider when you're buying a solar panel. I have a video out there that talks a little bit about the different types of power sources, and it goes into quite a bit the technology, not too geeky, but goes into the technology of these solar panels and exactly how they work. So it might be good for you to check that out. Now solar panels, the larger they are, the faster they'll charge your devices and the more power they'll produce. But of course, the larger they are, the heavier they are. More is better until it gets too heavy.
Ain't that the truth?
You'll also want to look at conversion rates. Most portable foldable panels that you get that you can take backpacking have about 20 to 25% efficiency, and that's kind of normal. But check it out just in case you have one that might be lower than that, because you don't want to lower than that. Also take a look at the specs to see if it'll charge the devices you want to charge. There's a misconception out there that all solar panels will charge all devices. Not true. Some of them will charge some devices, some of them will charge a lot of devices, but look at the specs to make sure that they are claiming that they can charge the devices that you want to take with you. Also consider if it's water resistant or it can seal out, dust and dirt and stuff from getting in it. And the last thing is durability. Now these things tend to get scratched up because you're out there. You have them on the ground and the rocks and wherever you're at when you're backpacking. They do tend to get scratched up a little bit, so you want one that's really built well, that'll withstand the conditions that you have out there when you're backpacking. Now, will I use mine on the trail?
Well, this won't take long.
Under the right circumstances, I will. My next video will talk about where I'm going this summer and where I'll use it. So you want to subscribe so you don't miss that. Alright, well I hope this video helped you out. If you did, go ahead and press the like button. If you're not subscribed, please do that. And I will see you on the trail.